This is fuel, biomass fuel, mainly chipped wood. It has to be dry before it will work, I would assume. The process we use is known as gasification. This technology has been under development for a long, long time, and it was used extensively during the Second World War to provide fuel gas for lorries when diesel wasn't available.
But as well as that, we treat all the sewage water on site on the development through a reed bed system. And we recycle that water for flushing toilets and irrigating the landscape.
So basically the bog standard activated sludge system involves the crude sewage coming in this instance, septic tank sewage, coming into here, and now mixing, and as you can see here, this billowing up, can you see here? That is in fact the sludge being drawn via this system. What you're doing is cultivating a population of microorganisms, and you can see this is now beginning to settle. And that's what's actually happening in this tank, is that the activated sludge settles, and then we're drawing off from the bottom, recirculate it, and these are the goodies that are doing the business.
So we're saying do everything. The infrastructure, the way you lay it out, the way you create mixed-use developments, incorporating all the social facilities and workspace within one development. That's as important as how you actually build. And then by integrating a lot of the other lifestyle ideas, such as incorporating workspace with housing, we can get down to pretty well a carbon-neutral society. And of course, if you actually look at how much money we're spending on fighting for fossil fuel outside national boundaries, this is the cheap way of going. We have over 1,000 people on our database wanting a new Z home. We have almost no developers wanting to build one.
To make it really work, you have to do all of the changes.
Yes.
And so that's a quantum leap for a developer.
I mean, I'll give you one example. Have a look at this fridge here.
So that's an interest of mine.
If you haven't got an energy efficient fridge and you just bought the latest standalone fridge freezer unit, it only works when you have this holistic, integrated approach, and that's the thing that's hardest to sell.
Yes. Well, I have a thing about fridges, because I redesigned a fridge.
Okay.
And I've just patented, actually, or applied for a patent. Instead of it being here like this, it's in this counter and it's round. You press a button and it rises from there so that you get what you want, very clean corners. That's it. That's it. So when you're designing it around, of course, nothing conventional fits. You have to, make everything essentially. In normal conventional, everything is cubicle, like the oven and the dishwasher. We've managed to get them fitted in, but when it came to the refrigerator, how do you put that big white monolith in here? There was no way. But I'd been thinking about refrigerators, and really they never were designed. They just happened. First it was an ice box, and then the ice got replaced with a refrigeration system. So, but when you open a refrigerator, of course, the cold air all falls out of the floor. It's like a liquid. It's heavier than normal ambient air. So my answer was to redesign the fridge so it would fit in a round house.
Starting up, for example, it's a good idea to ramp it up. Ramp up the speed rather than, this thing here, you're just basically applying full voltage.
Yes, right. The only thing that's unconventional about this, of course, is the cylinder shape of it, and it lifts up and down. And that poses a few design problems, because you have to have a fairly powerful motor that will lift that in the amount of time that it isn't boring. You don't want to get it up in 2 or 3 seconds. Because it's a cylinder, it can be made almost like a vacuum bottle, so it will have a lot better insulation than a standard refrigerator. That's what will make it so efficient that you hardly need any electricity to keep it going. And this is the solution. It comes up out of the pool of cold air and is a lazy Susan, so you can find things relatively easy. And I did a little bit of calculating on the heat loss on this, and it could be, if made properly, 50% more efficient than a normal refrigerator. So it's not only finding alternate energy, it's designing ways of living that conserve energy, like this refrigerator and like this house. That's my whole idea, anyway.
Μετάφραση Μαριγό Καλπάκη. Αφήγηση Βασίλης Παπαδόπουλος. Τεχνική επιμέλεια Παρασκευή Κατσικώστα. Μίξη ήχου Χρήστος Γιαννακόπουλος. Επιμέλεια μεταγλωτισμού. Τμήμα υποτιτλισμού μεταγλωτισμού και ελέγχου. Διεύθυνσης προγράμματος ΕΡ.